Hi guys, happy Monday. Just coming up to midday here. London, bit of we gapped down over the weekend, as you guys know. We've had then a period of selling in the early Asian session before, from really about 7 o'clock, a recovery, bit of risk on, but it's taken us to the next area where sellers would maybe want to come in above where we're trading anyway. Those lows from Friday in stocks are holding off quite well, and across the board, it's not just the S&P. You have a quick look over the pound, you can see the same thing. Friday's low is the top. The euro, it didn't quite get to that morning low, but not far off from doing so. And obviously for the pound, I don't mean Friday's low, I mean Friday's morning low, likewise with the euro. But the S&P just hitting a resistance level. Probably likely to drift down, you would say, but we're coming to that period where people were breaking for lunch in Europe, waiting for the US Open, so we'll have to wait and see. 29.50 I think is quite a key point. Just from a guide, we broke it to the upside, which took us to the next level, so okay, we've been technically respected. So below there, then you imagine the low of the day comes in. Now moving this resistance level really up to the high of the day, you would say, around the 3,000 handle is obviously worth looking at. Just moving over to the longer time frame, break of this trend on the weekly open. Key levels to come back down towards, obviously this would be the next key level. 2,900 handle would be another 80 points, 140 points down in a day. Well, we've seen that obviously recently. I don't know where we would get that today, but worth keeping an eye on. And really, that takes us to the top end really of this this top of the range here. That high being 29.65, worth keeping a watch on as well. So kind of where we're trading now. Currency wise, I'd be keeping an eye on risk as well. The pound, if it's gonna confirm the hour break below this high here, then I would say we're likely to drift down. Where's the next key level support? I would say 125 handle. The euro, it's up, and actually funny enough, the pound is up 29 ticks as well, which you might not expect with that risk off morning, early hours that we saw. You might expect the dollar to strengthen. We gap lower, but other than that, it's pretty flat, to be honest, in the euro. And looking at it on a longer time frame, I think unless we were to get back below the low that we had on the 4th, which was the high of the 2nd, I'm not really too sure the bears can get too excited. And even then, if it gets below, would have to get below the 27th high as well. So but then ask yourself, is trading the euro dollar the right one for risk off move? Probably not, because then you've got the whole side where if the Fed then turn to be more dovish than they have recently, then obviously the dollar weakens. So might be best expressed elsewhere. But just to wrap it, the current state of play, obviously got a few minutes to that midday close, so worth keeping an eye on. But stocks just finding resistance on some of those lows from overnight and last week. Key level, cash open key, but remember, it's only Monday, and obviously we are down quite heavy at the moment. It's going to be a headline driven week, I would say, on obviously these second wave fears, but also that will then materialise in, are we actually going to get a second lockdown, or are they going to power through, would be what I'd be looking out for.